leap from the last time we met, and already some clubs are being thrown off balance. Others unable to just keep up with the pace, and the majority seizing every field day to make each immutable minute of the exchanges count. Well, week 10 of the ongoing 2019-2020 Ghana Premier League season is on this weekend with its ferocious zeal and enthusiasm, which is fast becoming addictive as the 18 clubs leaves fans and onlookers in a rather tricky mood to trigger permutation ahead of the next round of matches. Believe me when I say you are missing out on a lot of details and zest if you have not been with us in the last 9 weeks. But this is a precious journey, so just hop on and let's see it through to the very end on the beautiful game with me, Abigail Senasosu. This is the beautiful game with me, Abigail Senasosu. Very big thank you to Golden Hill Soccer Academy, giving young boys and girls the opportunity to play soccer and also have fun. Just get in touch with us on our numbers on the screen and also enroll your daughter or son. Big Depot also gives us food, drinks, however you want it. Our latest addition is our pizza service, a small size, big size, a large size for the family on a weekend like this. More so to shine of ESK collections for my makeup today, and Selma Couture for putting this very beautiful attire together for me in my favorite color, by the way. Well, the first time I spoke to him was on the other side of the camera, one of the very favorite people of mine. He's been able to juggle football and education, and he told us in 2017 he'll try and get his master's. Soon we'll see if that has been a reality. He says his journey has been one of a tortoise, but he knows definitely he's going to get there. My very own Abel Manome is my guest today. Abel, it's very nice to meet you again.
It's always my pleasure, Abigail.
Okay, so here we are talking about the Ghana Premier League, but this time you are not on the other side where we met in 2017. How has the journey been for you after your injury and all that?
Well, it's been good. I think the injury was a blessing in a way because whilst I was trying to recuperate, I had to think of going back to school, and it worked perfectly. I'll complete in June and see to it what the world will bring. Maybe a PhD after a year or two will be the goal.
Always promising something in education. You like education that much?
I always say I'm thinking about longevity. You know, it's not about playing football at the end of week 32. What happens? Then everything is done. But yeah, what is it that you do? How relevant and active you be after football? That's the most important thing. And I want to urge all footballers, when they lie on their bed after the hard day, they should think about the future.
So 3 years down the line, in June this year, you're going to get your master's?
In June, yes. In June, I will have completed my MPhil.
Okay.
In June. MPhil in Health, Physical Education, Recreation and Sports.
Okay. Beautiful one there, Abel Manome. But I'm sure you've had the opportunity to be with us in the last 9 weeks of the Ghana Premier League after it got truncated and all, with all the new wind that is blowing. How do you see your colleagues?
I think there have been lots of improvements with the way this season has been. Looking at the media, the way games have been hyped, players have been pushed, and players have proved that they are worth it. Looking at currently, I think the first four clubs are having the same points, and it shows how keenly all teams are contesting this league. So I think it's a good time for players, for technical team, and everyone to prove its worth in this new league.
Okay, so it is a good time for players, technical team, and everyone to prove him or herself in the league, Abel will put it. But let's quickly run by you results for match day 9. At the Theatre of Dreams, Kumasi Asante Kotoko paved Dreams FC by a lone goal in the second half. And then earlier, Antalya will also shared spoils with Legon City at the Accra Sports Stadium. King Faisal also drew with West African Football Academy at home. Ediana Stars held Accra Heart of Oak to a goalless drawn game in Doma. Very beautiful one, I am told. ASHANTIGOLD also beat Liberty Professionals by a lone goal. Bechem United also shared spoils with Ebusia Dwarves. And Elmina Sharks gave us a good result in that week when they beat Brekum Chelsea 3-1. Great Olympics were beaten at home by 11 Wonders by 2 goals. And Abel, I think it's a good time to have caught up with you. Great Olympics after match day 9. We are already looking at the third coach. What is happening to your former side? Well,
I'm not in the team now. I can't really say what's really happening. But I think I've watched them twice. They've been good. I think they need a bit of brilliance ahead, and they can really worry teams if they solve that problem.
What problem? You don't think it's on the field?
Oh, it's on the field. I mean areas of attacking, because they've got brilliant players in the midfield. You know, Glasson Awako, you know, an icon.
Yeah,
you know, and he's a player who always give space. He always give alternatives to strikers. So, if with experienced striker, a Clotte who is there, if you have 1 or 2 bites with people around, well, that one I can't say anything about that for now. But if attackers will really continue to score, I think Olympics can find themselves in the first 6.
Am I see you in the second round for any club?
Everything is possible under the sun.
Everything is possible. Okay, but then let's look at these results. Which of them really caught your attention apart from your good Olympics?
I think Dreams FC against ASHANTIGOLD. I think Dreams played a very good game until the own goal came.
Yeah.
And Bashir was fantastic that afternoon. He really played his heart out. He proved that...
I think he reminded us something small about him when he was playing the Premier League.
Yes, I think when I was in Hearts of Oak, when I was in the reserve team, I recall that I was promoted to the senior team. He was one of those guys who kept encouraging me because he saw that I could do it. Alongside players like Esme Menz, Ubedansa, the late Yuri Asante, you know, of blessed memory. And playing like this, I wasn't surprised. So I think that notion of players being old has to be taken out, because even Ibrahimovic at 38 is still playing. Buffon, I think 41, is still playing. Yeah. You know, you have Green is still playing. And I think that notion of old players, because we need the experience to blend. But when you look at Ghana football, players who play just a year and they want to travel because they feel that things are not really being done properly. And the FIFA, this new FIFA article that came out, that the clubs are not professional, you know, it shows how as a country or as a football federation, how they really need to put in to help players come up. So I think experienced players should be encouraged so that wherever they are, they can come back and be a model to the younger ones.
No. And so here we are after match day 9. Let's see how the clubs are standing. Aduana Stars are now first with 17 points on the league log. Mediama SC second, also on 17 points. ASHANTIGOLD moved to the third spot, also on 17 points. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are now fourth on 17 points. Bekum Chelsea dropped to the fifth position on 17 points. West African Football Academy have also maintained their momentum and are sixth on 14 points. Bechem United now are seventh, also on 14 points. Dreams FC have dropped from the top 6 zone and are eighth on 13 points. Hearts of Oak are now 9th with 12 points. Elmina Sharks, despite beating Bekum Chelsea, are now 10th, also on 11 points. Inter Allies are struggling and are 11th on 11 points. Liberty Professionals are 12th on 10 points. Grand Olympics, 11 Wonders, Legon Cities, all in that order and on 10 points. Karela United are 16th with 9 points. Ebusian Dwarves lie 17th on 7 points. King Faisal 18th on 4 points. Abel, ahead of the season, we thought that the inclusion of your own Great Olympics and King Faisal was just cosmetic. They were going to definitely go back. Is it looking like it? Because they are really struggling down there. Well,
I would say it's really struggling. I think that they didn't really know this is what would have happened. So when you look at preparations towards the Premier League, they didn't really prepare well compared to Hearts of Oak and other clubs.
They're not a completely new side. They know what it is to play Ghana Premier League.
Yes, but every club will have a different plan when it's preparing for Division 1 and a different plan when it's preparing for Ghana Premier. And most of the players in there didn't really have pre-season.
But these clubs also argue that Division 1 is very difficult than even the Premier.
Yes, but with that one, it is true, because with Division 1, you are not given room to play. But with the Ghana Premier League, there's so much room for you. When you have the ball, you have so much time to take a decision. That's why I'm saying that the Olympics knew that they can really push to come to the Premier League. They didn't really know it would happen. They thought it was a mirage until I think a few of them knew that, no, this can really be a reality. So they didn't really, though they planned, but it wasn't a real plan. I say majority of those players didn't really have pre-season with the coach. If you could recall, the coach had to resign, I think about 5 days before the league, and a new coach came, you understand. Then he brought his own players who fused up the team, who has made the team a bit stronger. So I think that this is just week 9. There are lots of matches to be played.
And people have also argued that if you watch King Faisal, if you watch 11 Wonders and Great Olympics, they seem to be playing good football, but they are struggling with results.
I think it will be more than what is happening on the pitch. I watched King Faisal play against Wafa. They were really fantastic. but they were just unlucky. I think the Wafa goalkeeper stood on his goal and prevented them from winning that game. And you can see that if I know these clubs will want to sign players, players to help complement the squad to bring results. And if these players are signed, I think that can be the game changer for them. Everything is possible under the sun. It will surprise you. You'll be lying on the 9th, 8th position, but after 5 games, if you don't win your games, you can find yourself at the bottom of the league.
Okay. Talking about managers, he's a 54-year-old former footballer born in the city of Adana in Turkey. Kasim Gökçeler is the manager of ASHANTIGOLD and is sure that at the end of his tenure with the side, something positive would have been added onto the Obuasi lads.
My name is Kasim Gökçeler. I'm from Turkey, and I made all my licenses in Germany. I played in Germany football, and for a short time also in Turkey. But the main of my football career was always in Germany. When you played so long time football, so that is a life program for you. And it was not so difficult for me because I started to coaching as a player also. I didn't stop my football career and started with coaching. I played and also I coached it. So it was for me very easy to come in. So since that time, I think it was very good, because if you stay so long time in the football and thereafter if I would leave football, I would not know what to do. So it was for me very great to have the experience as player and as coach together. Yeah? And for me it was very exciting. Professional coaching, you cannot say professional coaching, semi-professional, we have to say. We have to say semi-professional, and ASHANTIGOLD is my first station as professional coach as Premier League. But you have also always to think about the dimensions of the league, yeah, because you cannot compare German league with Turkish league, or as simple with Premier League here in Ghana. All leagues are different. I think it's better as I thought before, yeah? Because the teams, most of them are equal. Yeah? There is not a very big difference between one team to other team. Every team to play is difficult. Yeah? And since I'm here, I see that every time when I'm on the bench or when I have looked before from the VIP, yeah, so you see that between the teams are not so big difference. But my aim is to bring this difference to ASHGOLD. That's the reason why I'm here. I want to play attractive football. Sure, if you play attractive football and you will not win or you do not score, if the result is not there, so it will be always difficult for you as coach. But we will try, and I think that I have this trust from the presidency within the time to play attractive football and also to get the results. Yeah? And by the end of the league, right now we are looking from match to match. We are looking from match to match. But by the end of the season, I would lie if I would say I will not be on the top. Yeah, that's for sure. But we at first, it's now too early to say something. Yeah, we look from match to match, and we try to win our matches. And the sign is there that from match to match, right now we are rising up our performance. I have to look on everything. Yeah, that starts from the conditional aspects, physical condition aspects, up to the techniques, to the tactical things, yeah, and all my experience which I made before, yeah, I will bring here in, and I hope that I will have a success with it. It's a marathon, and our aim is surely to win the league. But what will happen, we have to look from match to match. I will not say right now 100% we will reach, yeah. But if everything goes well and will be secured from injuries, so I hope that we can be under the first 2-3 teams.
You're still on a beautiful game with me, Abigail Senasosu, and a big thank you to Golden Hill Soccer Academy, to Big Depot, and also to ESK Collections and Sam Akuto for my outlook. Also, you can log on to our YouTube channel on Ghana League TV. On Facebook, we are the Beautiful Game TBG. On Twitter, you can tweet at us at This Is My League. My guest is Abel Manome, formerly of Great Olympics. But Abel, I want to ask you a quick question. We've heard from the coach of ASHANTIGOLD, but when, as a footballer, what do these expatriates add on to you as an individual into our league?
You know, football has now changed now. Previously, you have most of our coaches, they'll just take you onto the field, you just go around the pitch, you play 11-11, it's done, you know. But you have most of the coaches undertaking coaching courses. They'll come out with badges, and you know, if you don't have a certificate A, you can't coach in Ghana. Now, when you compare the expatriate coach and the local coaches, I think our local coaches are catching up to them. Okay. Because now most of them will relate to you in English. They won't, I think once in a while.
I was going to ask that, as part of the encounters you have with them, is language always a barrier, or the only?
Well, it does, because in Ghana, most players are tagged not to be uneducated, and but you know, our local coaches, they speak the simple English for all of them to understand. Most of them, you can't really blame them, because they do their training or they go through these courses in English language. Yes. And the terminologies which are used, I don't know, it will be difficult for them to interpret it in the local dialect. Don't forget that most of the clubs are having expatriate players in them, coming from Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and even Brazil, you understand? So they want to blend both. So I think there is this understanding, okay, that now the game has changed. The terminologies in football are being used. Coaches are playing tactics. You have the ASHANTIGOLD coach playing 3-5-2 the last time. King Faisal coach is playing 3-5-2. You know, shifting from the previous 4-4-2 formations. So everything has changed. But you know, it depends on the coach's concept and ideology. Every coach has got his own concept and ideology, and it depends on whether the players understand what he's saying.
He wants to play beautiful football and still get results.
Yes. If I recall, the preview to the ASHANTIGOLD and House of Folk game, the coach was confident. He spoke very calmly. He knew what he wanted. And the first 3-5 minutes, ASHANTIGOLD were not in a haste to clear the ball from the back. They kept playing, even though they kept making mistakes. And they played that throughout the game. It showed that the players were gradually waning into the ideology of the coach. And I think after some time, if only they can get a good striker, ASHANTIGOLD will worry class.
If you need a striker, I think you can contact me, and he's ready to juggle football and education.
Sure. Recently, I've made history. I'm the all-time Gusa Games goal scorer. You know, I saw that. 35 games and 39 goals, and
I know him.
It's awesome, you know.
I know him. That is a good one, and I think that you need to be commended for that. And so Kasim Gyokolos is just the beginning. I think he's had his first 2 games already amidst every other controversy. He says that he's in charge of ASHANTIGOLD and ready to make something good with his side. But we're still with the family of the miners, and we spoke to their player of the month, Mubarak Yusuf, journeyed from cornerstones to Liberty Professionals, and now a very solid pillar in defense for ASHANTIGOLD. This is what he has to say.
Sunana Mubarak Yusuf, ASHANTIGOLD, number 5, center back. But there is a turning the Niki ball, Yazamini Kama Aikinda, Niki soon. Don't she never come on, Yaki Bar Niki Jin Daddy always. I've been the Barakaman Manachi, Barak, Mboga Bolakina. So, now Bugadi from Coos dinner starts. Now from Aston Villa to another cornerstone, so from cornerstone near start. Now Bugawa Kadan Liberty as we do Kenny from Liberty to ASHANTIGOLD. She na the curfew fan ball the by even wallahi balle dai kana from yaro in kana gidanka shi yana ma kaman kai ne best shi ka fito tukunnan ka san kaman akwai better players amma tunda dai ka doke shi kaman aikinka dole ka finishin shi ko ina kuma za ka ya cika give best ɗinka yana za a yi kowa ya gane ka wannan duka Allah zan yance man na ma godiya don ni wani player ne kaman da always ban jin tsoron opponent na ina buga ball duka ina make sure ina son from 5% to 10%, 10%, 15%. Shi sa always ina son na ganin ball na grow up. Shekaran gari na set ma kai na target kaman ni ma ina son sell suna nan out. Don ni ma na buga ball ba yau ba. Kowane player na bugawa wani na dokan few days na ya doke make sunan shi wani kuma na dokan longer days ya doke ya mai da sunan shi. Shi sa ni ma ina jima ma ko ya za yi wai ba in dai kana yi in baka give up ba still kai ma kai naka shi yasa Allah nake ma godiya da inda ya kawo ni ga kuma ina son abin yayi mo kuma mutane ina son su expect more da ikon Allah shi no ya kawo ni nan shi no kuma zai kai ni inda nake so ni dai ina son achieve ashgold ina son medal ashgold na son cup shi yasa duka ne supporters nan ne muke roko su ma su ta tanyan mu wurin roƙon Allah wurin supporting nan mu duka muna son mu win kafin nan ya so mu ma mu doki mu mai da sunan mu wani rana inda fadi batun ashgold mu ma an ya kira sunan mu kaman ga shi da muka zo mu yi ma ashgold wani abu kaza abinda zan yi fadi musu ne duka godiya nake kai ma Allah da irin abinda suka yi suka mini gode musu zan yi su keep on supporting the team su keep on supporting the players mu kuma ba mu barin su baya yanda abin yake shi da support wani baka yana kuma boost moral players da ma yana kuma bar kamar muna revive more shi yasa maybe ni yanda ni nawa yazo yawan ga maybe na wani yazo ya finawa haka nan abin yake.
That was Yusuf Mubarak of ASHANTIGOLD. Abel, I don't know, but you watched that game against Accra Hearts of Oak. You saw his quality in defense for that.
I think he was really a fantastic player, and he made Samet playing as a sweeper. It made his work so easy. You know, I think he's more stronger, and then with pace, he has gotten pace than Samet. So I think he was always fighting all the area balls and against Kofi Koji.
He has the height as well.
Yes, so whenever there is a dead ball situation, then you have Samet clearing. And I think his addition to ashgold has really helped. I think he feels comfortable with where he is. He was coming from Cornerstone in the Ashanti region, moving to Liberty and coming back. I think he feels okay with the environment. And I think over the years, he can be a national asset.
Having played with rugged, let me say, robust and strong defenders like that, have you come across any of such defenders?
Well, lots of them, and especially when they know that you are that dangerous, they wouldn't really give you that chance. You know, I recall against there's a Suffolk player who plays in Saudi, Vincent Atinga. You know, they are bullies. You know, they'll make sure your first, second encounter with them on the pitch, they'll go in hard so that when you are coming, you'll be scared. And it's always difficult, but you need to be extra smart because you only have 3 seconds to take a decision. And when you're a striker, we play against these rugged defenders and you score early, I think that's your game.
There are more of such defenders making our games interesting week in, week out, causing problems for a lot of our strikers, and their fans just do not understand. But hey, that is the beauty of the Ghana Premier League. We are powered by Golden Hill Soccer Academy, giving us all the supports they can, and Big Depot giving us food, drinks, however you want it. ESK Collections and Salma Couture for my makeup and attire today. Week 10 is here, and guess what? Legon Cities have done it again. Come to the Accra Sports Stadium on Friday, and you're going to get free chocolates while you enjoy the Valentine. So indeed, they are giving us that Valentine edition of Friday Night Football. But away from that, on Friday also, 11 Wonders will play King Faisal. Then on Saturday, Bekum Chelsea lock horns with Inter Allies. On Sunday, there are 6 good games where Ebusua Dwarfs will play Karela United. Accra Hearts of Oak face Bechem United at home. Liberty Professionals also welcome High Flying, and on top of the league, Aduana Stars. Mediama SC will host host Elmina Shag, West African Football Academy, will play Dreams FC. And the big one at the Kumasi Babara Sports Stadium, our match of the week will be Kumasi Asante Kotoko and ASHANTIGOLD. But this is how our weekend is going to look like for me. I'm happy because Friday night football is the best for me so far.
Well, I think Friday's night game will be a really tough one for both clubs because all of them are having the same points, and they are par on the league log, and everybody wants to prove worth. When you look at Lagos Cities, I think they've won their 2 previous games, so they are really motivated to prove their worth against Accra Great Olympics. Accra Great Olympics will want to come back after losing painfully to 11 Wonders. So it's really going to be a tough game, and with this Valentine thing favor, I think the whole pack.
This weekend they have when they share. So
yeah.
Football meets entertainment again continuously, and I must commend Lagos Cities for this initiative. I pray that they have the strength to continue.
Well, we also pray so, because but I think so far their brand has been good, and it's also motivating other clubs to also go into it, And I think that if they should continue like that, and they should stay in this league, if they don't go to relegation, I think it will help other clubs to push a step higher in the next football season.
But let's look at the other games before we come to our big one. Accra Hearts of playing Bechem United. Liberty Professionals welcome Aduana Stars. That's another big one.
I think Hearts of Oak have played 2 draw games. Naturally, they will be under pressure a bit. Bechem have been in and out, but I think they have been fantastic. I think they've brought in a lot of new players. Konkoni is back from Northern Cyprus, and their striker, one of Benin, he has 6 goals now. I think they do, and I think they're all fired up to prove a point. And when you come to Accra Sports Stadium and you're playing and you score, I think you are motivated to do more because you feel that people are there watching. National team coaches will be there. There will be scouts around because from now to June it's not really far, and people may want to play outside, make more money and come back. So I think it will be a good ground for Bechem. On the side of Hearts of Oak, they don't have any excuse than to bring back the smiles to their teaming fans because they really want a win, and that is all that they are thinking about. A draw or a lose won't be a good thing for them.
Liberty Aduana.
It will be tough. I think Aduana learned bitter lessons in Cape Coast. I heard their coach complaining that the players were a bit sluggish and they were not prepared for the game. I think against House of Folk, they proved their mettle. They could have beaten House of Folk, but I think they shared the point. And playing away to Liberty Professionals in a neutral ground can be a benefit to them. I think they have the men. Yahya Mohammed is really fired up this season, and with his form, I think he can prove his worth again.
Now let's come to the big one. Unfortunately, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will have to honor their last ban, playing behind closed doors with this big game that I thought could have fetched them a lot of money. I think that it comes second to playing Hearts in Kumasi. Are they going to really feel it that much?
I think both of them are coming into this game with the same strength. They both drew and won. So
it's going to be a homecoming for a lot of players that have left to Ashgold.
Sure, but I think the fans who will not be there to support Kotoko can really cause a problem to them. ASHANTIGOLD are playing, but I don't see them strong in attack. If they can do something that I don't know why they don't play Shen ahead of the tall striker. I think Shen have put his worth in Liberty. He has scored so many goals whilst playing for Liberty, so I don't know why he's being put on the bench,
Let's give the coach the benefits.
Sure, no.
He's been done with for less than 50 days.
So I agree with that.
He introducing him in the last game against Hearts clearly means that he has him in mind.
Sure, I know. But with David Abagna, David Abagna is a student of University of Development Studies, and he's still schooling. And when I see players like this, I'm proud of them, I
thought he was, for me, he was my man of the match against Hearts.
Perfect. I think he played well, he fell back, he had total control of the game, and it's proved it well. And I think that sign should show that you can still go to school and play football.
Okay, so I'll need you to predict that game. Behind closed doors, do you think Asante Kotoko can still get all 3 points?
Yes, I think Asante Kotoko will beat ASHANTIGOLD. I don't see them threatening attack. Asante Kotoko will beat ASHGold.
Okay, so for my striker, my Abel Madome, he thinks that behind closed doors or not, it is going to be still a straight win for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But I know for the miners, Eric Donko is ready to prove something for a side that he has captained at a point. And so that would be a very beautiful game and more colorful if there were fans in the stands. A very good time for Kumasi Asante Kotoko faithfuls to learn a lesson and behave well at our various stadia to help their clubs win. But Abel, I'm very much grateful for your time. I think that we have had a very good conversation. This will not be the end. I'm sure we'll meet again on the beautiful game.
Sure.
Thank you very much for
coming. It's always a pleasure.
Okay, so let's do this again. But before then, Friday night, it is a Valentine night at the Accra Sports Stadium when football meets entertainment again. Legon Cities will host Great Olympics. Let's come and enjoy that game. And then on Saturday, good games. Then Sunday, troop to the various stadia near you. Let's enjoy the last 6 games to sum up Week 10 of the ongoing 2019-2020 Ghana Premier League season. My name is Abigail Sanasosu, and a very big thank you again to Golden Hill Soccer Academy, to Big Depot, ESK Collection, Salma Couture for my beautiful attack today. And let's keep enjoying our own and promoting our games because this is our league.